So finding your niche is one of the most important decisions that you're probably ever gonna make as a business owner. It can quite literally be the difference between your business making tens of thousands of dollars a month or scraping by just making a few hundred. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to find those trending niches that people are actually searching for, but also are unique enough that you can actually compete in. So if you're new here, my name's Alfie and I became a multi-six-figure Etsy seller in just 2 years, and I've also had some pretty good success running my other e-commerce brands. So I'm gonna give you 5 different strategies in this video, and the first way is to use Pinterest trends. So if you're not familiar with Pinterest, it's essentially a visual discovery platform where you can look at images and videos for inspiration for pretty much any given subject. And it's also one of the perfect partners to Etsy. So much so that Etsy themselves actually use Pinterest to advertise some of their own products for sale. So to use Pinterest trends, all you want to do is literally head over to Google and just do a quick search for Pinterest trends. So essentially this website is just going to give us a huge overview of all of the subjects and niches that are going to be trending on Pinterest. And because there's such unique shopper crossover between Pinterest and Etsy, this is going to give us a really good idea for some niches that we can use to actually sell products ourselves on Etsy. And so on the homepage, as soon as you go onto it, they're going to show you a load of popular trends for products and ideas that are currently trending at the minute. So things you can see from this clip, there's a lot for like Easter, because that's when I'm filming this video. But also it's really good because you can literally just type in whatever product you're thinking of selling, or literally any idea that comes to your head, and then it's going to show you the trending pattern for this product if it's something that you decided to sell. So as you can see from this example here that I'm showing you, I just typed in ramen bowl, and essentially you can see from this search trend that this is an upwards trending item. So I mean, for me, I think this is a great idea to sell because it's something where the search volumes are only going to be going upwards. But I was saying, don't copy this one because obviously this is what I sell myself. So, but yeah, just use this for inspiration, and you can type in whatever you want, and it's a great way to just see if the item is actually got that upwards trend or if it's something that's kind of dying out. So yeah, moving on to the next tip now, and this is actually to look outwards to your friends and family and also look inwards at your own passions and expertise. So I want to tell you a quick personal story for this one, right? So I spend a lot of time with my family, and my younger sister has just always been obsessed with guinea pigs, okay? So she's always owned guinea pigs and has always had a bit of low-key obsession with them. And it wasn't until a few months ago when I actually noticed that I asked her for a pen, and she gave me a pen and it had a guinea pig pattern on it, like all over, and she just absolutely loved it. And now when she handed me this pen and I saw it, it gave me idea for the new store that I've currently started. And I just thought to myself that if my sister loves guinea pigs so much that she's literally buying products just because they've got guinea pigs on them, then there must be some other people out there in the world that are also going to be buying products just because there's an animal such as a guinea pig on it that they low-key obsess over a little bit. So with this in mind, I made a few mug designs like specializing in guinea pigs, and I put them on my mug store, and lo and behold, because it was such a niche product, such a niche idea, I ended up making actually a pretty decent amount of sales for the mugs in this design in the first 30 days. So yeah, it just goes to show that sometimes the more niche, the better. And then of course, another great way is to gather inspiration actually from yourself and your own passions. So again, for example, me, I absolutely love hiking and I love outdoors. So I mean, this could very easily lead me down a route of trying selling maybe like digital prints of, say for example, mountains, or like phone cases with like that mountain like landscape design on them. But it's just a great way to kind of get more ideas for niches that you can try and sell that is kind of like within you and it's surrounding you already, that sometimes unless you actually make a conscious effort to think of, you'd probably never actually think of those ideas. And yeah, I just think in general, as entrepreneurs, we should kind of always be adapting that mindset of, you know, in sort of every avenue that we look at in daily life, we should be looking for those ideas that is always gonna give us inspiration to move forward with the business. But yeah, moving on to the next method now to find great niches to sell, and this is actually to look at competition shops. So this one is a really powerful method, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it now. So what I do is I like to go to Etsy and I'll just search for a really generic product idea, okay? Sometimes the more generic, the better. So I'm just gonna put in something like digital prints, for example, okay? Something that's very open and very broad. And I'll just do a little scroll until I find an item from a shop that has like thousands plus of reviews, okay? So this essentially just means, like, to me, that they're a big shop, they got lots of reviews, and they're a very well-established Etsy seller. So then I'm just gonna grab that shop name, so copy it, and I'm just gonna paste it straight into the Everbee Shop Analyzer tool. And this is essentially just gonna bring up all of the listings that that shop sells, and it's gonna show me the best selling, most popular listings for that shop right at the very top. And as a bonus, you can literally see exactly what the listings are making as well, revenue-wise, which is just pretty cool to see. But yeah, the reason why this is so good is because you can literally just go through each of these listings one by one, you know, for the ones that you know are selling really well, and you can actually click straight through to view them on Etsy. And if you do this with enough shops, you'll just find so many listings that we know are selling really well that, you know, we may never have ever thought of these sort of designs ourselves, you know? So yeah, I think this is a really good way to, yeah, just find those additional designs really. And yeah, so the program I use to do this research is a program called Everbee. If you've watched any of my other YouTube videos, you'll know that I use them on pretty much a daily basis, and I genuinely recommend them. So they've kindly sponsored today's video, and if you guys wanted to check them out as well, leave a link in the video description. You can check them out totally for free. And yeah, I just think they'll be a really good tool to add to your arsenal. But anyway, moving on to the next tip now, and this is to take inspiration from Etsy's gifting blog. So again, this one is absolutely great if you have literally no idea where to start and you don't even have one idea in your head at all. So essentially, you just want to do a really quick Google search for Etsy gifting, and then you just want to head over and check out the Etsy journal. So this is just going to give you like loads of blog posts that people have done of like specially selected really niche products and really niche items on Etsy that are currently trending and selling really well. And I mean, you can literally go into any of these posts and it's just going to give you lists of products that at the very least, it's just going to jog your mind, and it's just going to give you a lot of good inspiration for stuff that, you know is selling well, that you might have just never thought was selling on your own in the first place. And I can always guarantee, if you literally just spend a bit of time looking at just 2 or 3 of these posts and these lists of products, like you will find some good ideas that you can at least explore and start trying yourself. And then just as a little bonus tip to add some extra sauce on this one, once you do find some products that you think you want to try selling, literally you can just head over to Everbee and you can just use their keyword analytics tool. Literally just type in the niche of the product or the keyword that you're thinking of selling, and this is going to show you all of the search volumes compared to the competition for that given product on Etsy. And to make our lives even easier, I recommend to also look at this keyword score column, which is essentially just a combination of the search volume to the competition that has already been worked out for us. So again, anything that's 0 might be because there's loads of competition for it, and like equally there might also be loads of search volumes, but it's still going to be hard to rank in. So I recommend check out anything that's got a keyword score of 10 or above. It's probably got good enough searches, but also not that much competition that you should have a good chance of ranking in. But yeah, moving on to the next tip now, and this is to simply just attend a few craft fairs and markets. So yeah, for this one, we will unfortunately need to take some steps into the big outside world. But nevertheless, when you're at a craft fair, it's an amazing opportunity to find loads of super niche and unique business and product ideas that sometimes we can make a whole online store just completely around. And so these craft fairs and markets, if you've never been to one before, it's literally just a collection of loads of small business owners, like solopreneurs, just setting up their stalls and selling all of their really unique handmade product. And so just a personal story, when I created my new mug store around about a month ago, I made a conscious effort to actually attend a few of these craft fairs just to look at some ideas, just to see if there's anything that would, jog my mind, and I could find some unique designs to put on the mugs. And yeah, lo and behold, I came across a postcard store and they just had loads of super cool, like super unique designs on the postcards, which I've never seen anything like before on the internet. And so I actually got chatting to the owner and I got a business card for their website and for their Instagram. And essentially then I just checked them out, looked at their designs, and this just gave me loads of inspiration for stuff that I could start building and doing my own variations, of course, not copying, and then putting onto my own mugs. And yeah, like I keep saying, I think like you and me as entrepreneurs, one of the most important things is that if we can just get in that mindset that if we can start taking inspiration from our daily lives and we can start using that inspiration in a business sense, like in a creative business sense as well, then this is only going to have a net positive impact on our business life. And look guys, I really hope this video provided some valuable information for you. And if you ever were really struggling with a niche and you wanted to work directly with me to pick a niche right from the start and set up a whole business around that niche, then give me a free call. There's a link in the video description just to schedule a super quick introductory call with myself. I love working with you guys so much, but otherwise, no problem. Feel free to enjoy some of my other YouTube content. And as always, enjoy the journey. I'll see you on the next one.